Hi everyone, we are now in part 6 of how to start the accounting process using a lead sheet. Let's go ahead and proceed. Our next transaction is still a supplier invoice. It is from Telco for office, internet and phone, Jan 2020. Invoice date is Feb 5, 2020. Alright, we need to be careful in journalizing this invoice, because if we will open our general journal, all the invoices received and posted are in a sequence date. Try to look at this. But this invoice is dated Feb 5. What we would do is we will enter this invoice in the month of Jan 2020. I'll tell you why. Monthly, we'll be receiving bill from our phone provider maybe in the first week of every new month. Based on this invoice, the bill is for Jan 2020, but the date is Feb 5. Most probably we'll be receiving our Feb bill on March 5. So in this type of invoice, regardless of whatever date it is in the invoice, we will enter it in a specified month. It says Jan 2020, so we will enter this in Jan 31. Let's go ahead and make the journal entry. This will become PI 7. And that date of invoice will become 31 of Jan 2020. Invoice date is 10/5/365. Okay, and this entry is utilities expense. Okay, that input is there, and this is for Telco. Alright, taxable amount is 2,500. Alright, and we will transfer these details to our general journal. For this scenario, we don't need to insert Jan transaction in this line. Just put it as it is. Just follow the empty ones. Okay. Before we forget, we'll enter here and we'll copy this and paste here. And this is also 30 days. We will now transfer our details to the ledger. Let's go ahead and make the posting. This is 7,500. So it stays here. Amount is 2,500 and details. Description. Alright, so let's go to the VAT 125. So let's just copy this. Last is telco. Alright, it would be here. Alright, let's go ahead and check the monitoring control. Okay, it's fine. Let's go back to our reference log. After gathering all documents we need and after checking all of this, we don't have any invoices to enter, at least for now. So what we will do next is we will make our adjusting entries. For the purpose of closing the accounts monthly, we're going to enter our adjustments for accruals, depreciation, and prepayments if we have them. But based on the transactions we have for the full month of Feb, we have accruals for the telephone. We have depreciation for our office equipment and furnitures and fixtures. And we also have our prepayment for premium insurance and rent. So let's go ahead and do it. We will now make our journal entry for the adjustments. If we will make adjusting entries, the voucher we will use is JV, Journal Voucher. Please take note of this. It's very important. I will show you this first. If we receive a supplier invoice, the voucher we will use is purchase invoice, PI. Alright? If we'll make a sales invoice to give to our customers, the voucher we will use is sales invoice, SI. Alright? If we receive deposit slips deposited to our bank, whatever money we received deposited to our bank, the voucher we will use is receipt voucher, RV. So in making adjusting entries, if it is not directly related to money, any adjusting entries, the voucher we will use is journal voucher. So now we will use this. Alright? So let's go ahead and make the journal entry. This will become our first JV number. And this is this one. Alright. Our first adjusting entry we will make is the accruals. This one for the telephone. In this scenario, what we did is we record right away to telco communications because we already have the invoice with us and it is already past the month of the invoice date. But in the adjusting entries, again, for the purpose of closing the accounts monthly, we will record those which are supposed to be there, and the bill of the telephone is already used, but we didn't receive the invoice yet. But this expense should should be part of the closing. So what we would do is we will use the accrual entries. So here what we would do, this is references Feb 2020. That is fine for now. And the ending date for the month of Feb is 29. Alright. So the debit is, what do you think it is for our telephone? We're going to apply what we have learned in college. If it is already used but it is not yet paid, it is accruals. Alright, so we are expecting to enter our telephone expense, which is used in month of Feb and needs to be there for the purpose of closing. We will consider that right away as telephone expense. In this case it is utilities expense, sorry. And the reason is because it is already used. We already have used it in the month of Feb. We're just waiting for the bill to come. So this one. And the credit is accrued utilities expense. All right. And this is telephone expense for Feb 2020. This explanation is fine. Alright, so what we would do is we just made this for the purpose of having entry in our accounts, but we don't have an attachment yet because we did not receive our Feb bill. What we do is you will just print this and put some note. Just do like this one, sticky notes. Just put some reminder. We are waiting for the actual invoice for Feb 2020. Print that and put this on top. It's just a reminder, and you will file it here, JV1. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue. We will transfer these details to our general journal. maybe you're wondering why we have this amount here. It is because we already know that the amount of the telephone expense is 2625. I'm sorry, 2625. So we'll do it that way. And our credit is accrued 2625. And this is okay. All right, and then we will post this to Ledger. $7,500. So we already have for Jan. Oh, sorry, it should be 2,500 because recording the VAT would be separate. Sorry about that, forgot. See, it should always be in the same amount here. So this will appear JV. This 29. Or I think this explanation is better. We'll copy it there. Maybe we'll just use this. All right. And the second is 2350. Alright, let's see our monitoring control. Okay, it is fine. So let's go ahead and do the next. For the meantime, I will stop here for now. If you think this channel is helpful, please leave your comment below. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye.